Africa. This is Afroturk TV, presenting from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. My name is Margaret Mtanda, and today we have very exclusive interview with the president of Fountain Gate FC, which is in Tanzania, and also he the member of the committee of the board of Tanzania Premier League, Mr. Japhet Makau. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Japhet, can you introduce yourself, and then we are going through with our questions.
Thank you. My name's Japhet Makau. As you have introduced, I'm a president of Fountain Gate Football Club. Also, Fountain Gate Football Club is within the big Fountain Gate Academy company, which in it there are a number of football projects, including the football club, Fountain Gate Princess. We also have the programs, the youth programs, etc., etc. But also we have 9 schools, normal schools, where apart from giving the normal academic services, we are also providing talent development program, including football and other talents. Yeah, so briefly, that's Fountain Gate. Yeah.
Okay, for the short briefing, and we have some questions that we have prepared for Mr. Japhet according to the sports development in Tanzania. Mr. Japhet, Tanzania Premier League is currently doing well in achieving and great success. What the secret behind?
Yeah, I think Tanzania is doing very well, as you're saying. Recently, we have seen we have gone up 2 steps from 6 in Africa. So we have becoming the league number 4 in Africa. So that's a big development for our country and for our league. And I think the big secret behind the development of our league is the environment. The environment which has been created in Tanzania at the moment. We have a very peaceful environment in terms of the country, but also a peaceful environment within the association itself. You remember previously we had a lot of challenges with the leadership in our association, formerly when it was called FAT. But now, since TFF, we have seen a lot of peaceful environment brought in, and I think good leadership, good environment, and then having good leadership has made us do very well in football. Now people now can be able to start thinking of development, because initially they were thinking of solving challenges, etc., etc. So the 2 key factors are good environment and a good leadership we're having at the moment. Yeah.
Well, how do you see the presence of foreign players in the future of Tanzania national team?
First of all, the foreign players have really made our league to be very popular. At the moment, we are having players almost throughout Africa. We have players from Ghana. We have players from Ivory Coast, from Congo. We had a player from South Africa. That made us be followed by people from all those countries. If a player is coming from a certain country, and the people of that country will want to see what is happening to their player, then automatically they'll be following up our league. So that has made our league to be popular. But secondly, has really improved the performance of our players, local players, because now they're meeting players from other nationalities. And the improvement of our players then improve our national team. And I think it's very clear. For the past years, you have seen our national team now, participating in AFCON. Initially, when we went for AFCON the first time, it was 1979, 1980. Then it took us 30 years. But after that, because of the impact of the foreign players, now going to the AFCON tournament, it's becoming like normal. So I think that has been a big impact made by the foreign players.
With the success of the football in Tanzania, it seems that Simba and Yanga are the clubs that are blooming mostly internationally. Are they preventing other clubs from crossing the border?
I don't think so. I don't think they are preventing other clubs. It's very clear. Simba and Yanga, they're giants club in Tanzania. Very old, more than 80 years. They have a lot of fans, and that made them pool a lot of resources. So they have a lot of resources, and that helps them to be able to, recruit the good players they want, and that makes them be able to participate in the international tournament. But for us, the other clubs now, they have to learn from Simba and Yanga. They have to learn from Simba and Yanga, get an experience from Simba and Yanga, and Simba and Yanga now becoming the stepping stone for other clubs to do well internationally. We have seen Azam has tried, Singida we tried the other time, and also Namungo went. We didn't do well, the small clubs didn't do well. But these clubs need to be able to learn from Simba and Yanga. How do they succeed to go to higher level? So to me, I'll not take it as the blocking of the club. Instead, I'll say that we need to learn from them. We need to get experience from them, and it is our stepping stone for us to do better, as they're doing. Yeah.
It's not like some other club will see like there is no chance again for them to move forward to become Champions League in Tanzania.
I think the performance of Simba and Yanga internationally has helped the country now to have 4 clubs participating in an international tournament. So it gives us a big opportunity. So I don't take it as a bad thing. I take it as a good thing for them to do well, because it helps us also to be able to go and test the international tournaments, how they are. Yeah.
Well, Tanzania still has a few score field, especially modern ones for the becoming competition and international ones. Does this reduce effort to promote soccer internationally, and what the strategic?
I think you're very right. When you're talking of good stadium, good fields, good facilities for sports, we have fewer, and as compared to other big nations. But I think we're still doing very well as a country. Recently, we have seen a number of countries, they even don't have one facility. So a national team or a club from a certain country goes to the other country to look for a good facility. But that has not happened to Tanzania. So yes, we have fewer international facilities, but also we have tried. And I think investing in modern facilities is very expensive. For a country like ours, and most of the African countries, they have a lot of priorities. Talking of health, talking of education, etc., etc. So for the country to invest in a proper modern field, it's a real commitment. So we need to praise our government for the good job they're doing. And I know there are also more efforts are coming, apart from Benjamin Mkapa and New Omani complex. Now there are new stadium are coming in Arusha and Dodoma. So that I think that's a good move for the country and the football in Tanzania. Yeah.
Okay, well, despite of being a great success in Tanzania, there's still a small number of players who are playing top club in Europe. As a leader, investor of football in Tanzania, uh, how do you see this?
That's very true. That's very true. We have very few players who are playing internationally at the moment, but I think you're comparing with West Africa. What we are doing at the moment, West Africa started this 20, 30 years ago, having football academies, youth programs, having scouts coming from Europe and, look for the players. Our colleagues in West Africa started this 24, 5 to 30 years ago. So we have started recently, and we have started to see some success. For the first time, Bwana Samata playing for the Premier League, big achievement for our country. And I know there are a number of players are playing for other European league which are not that popular. But now, since we're investing in academies and youth program, a number of youth program, a number of under 20, under 17, under 15 tournaments in Tanzania, I see the bright future. I see the bright future for our country. And also a number of scouts now are looking for Tanzania and East Africa as an opportunity for the players to go to Europe. So, yes, we are late, but the future is brighter, and I believe we will get there soon. Yeah.
But there is some players in Europe they are coming for national team, but the others they are not coming. How had the leader in sports? What their thought may be to make them to come and join national team?
I think most of for the football players, they proud of playing for their national team. Most of good players they want to go and play for the national team. So if you find a player who doesn't play for the national team, then it's a bit sad and disappointing. But I think recently we have seen a number of players interested to come and play for the national team, and that will make a lot of improvement for our team in the tournaments.
Okay, well, if is your fit okay for you, is the first season to in Premier League. How do you plan to advance and then make competition and there are any one season strategy to take championship?
Yes, as you're saying, this is our new season in our brand at Fountain Gate. But we were with Singida Fountain Gate last year. At this time, it's a first time we're experiencing the seriousness of the league, and our priority is not becoming the champion. Our priority is making sure we finish top 6. If we finish top 4 and being able to participate in the international tournament, that will be a credit. But at the moment, we concentrated on making sure that we finish at top 6, and then we'll regroup and organize for the next year to consider the higher positions. Yeah.
Okay, good. Fountain Gate has made a big registration in this season of the best foreign player. What method has been used to get those players?
I don't think we have a big number of foreign players. I think we have five foreign players, but the concentration for us in recruitment this year was, and that's our priority, is to give an opportunity for the young players to be seen, and you will see then when recruiting players for a team, This year we had a mix of young players, upcoming players. We had a group of experienced players. We talk of the players like Dixon Mbundo, Kihimbwa. These are experienced players. We brought them so that they can give an experience to the upcoming players. But we had a mix. We have a mix of some few international players, the like of Batambuze and Noble. We wanted also to get an international flavor to our team. So that is a mix we have put into our team. And we looked at the players who can be able to help the young one, the upcoming, to be able to encourage them. So not only being able to perform well in the field, but how can they be able to help the upcoming players to do well, give them experience, encourage them, etc., etc. So that has been our biggest criteria in recruiting our players. Yeah.
Okay, very good. My last question was what the benefit of the international championship for the indigenous player?
Very, very, very important because the international tournaments give them exposure. They get an opportunity to see or to meet other international players and know their thinking. Sometimes if you have blocked yourself, you can think you're doing the best, but when you go out and meet others, you learn something. So that gives exposure, big exposure for our players. But also they create a network, a link, you see, and that will help them to be able to go to the other bigger clubs in Africa, in Europe, and America. So I think international tournaments are very, very important for players. But also that experience and exposure helps our national team. When they come back, they become very confident. They can be able to compete with other nation or any other club. And that becomes better for our team, for our national team. Yeah.
Okay, very good, and thank you very much for this short interview for today. Do you have anything any advice for Tanzania footballers?
Yeah, I think one thing is I want to encourage the players and all the investors in football that at the moment we're in the right channel, and Tanzania is starting to be seen internationally. I know they have people have invested a lot. People have spent a lot of their time and resources investing in football. But I think now in the near future we'll start to see the fruits. Football for us we consider is a big employment and is a wealth creation. So if someone becomes patient and use the right channels, I think in the very near future we can continue investing in football. I think we'll start to see the fruits in near future. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. What is your favorite team outside of the country?
Liverpool. I like Liverpool and Barcelona. Those are my favorite clubs. Yeah.
And who is the most big player in the world who is insisting you?
I've never seen a player like Messi at the moment, so I like Messi. I know he's now is going out of football soon, but I've not seen the replacement yet. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much through Africa Afroturk TV. I have to short this interview today with Mr. Japhet Makau closing out. See you next time. Bye bye.